developing techniques on, like, when learning knowledge or on a psychedelic path or on a spiritual path is very important. And I mean mental techniques. I mean, like, things that are like I have this insane ability to balance shit, right? Like, I can balance this insane deepness because I learned a bunch of techniques to learn how to control my mind, right? So, like, simple technique, meditation, and all this, and people talk about it, but, like, it's something I actually did because I started my journey with, like, first I smoked salvia when I was 18, then, like, I smoked DMT when I was 20, and, like, that was the start of my journey. So because of that, it was this thing where it was like, I realized, okay, DMT is so intense that I understand why they say you gotta meditate and learn how to silence your mind, and, like, so I developed a few techniques and I just named them along the way, but, like, like, there's this Bob Proctor technique where, like, you just put a dot on the wall and then you time how long you can stare at the dot without looking away, right? And it's like combining that with learning how to silence your mind for a brief moment of time as well. Like, how long can you silence your mind? For 2 seconds? 5 seconds? 10 seconds? Like, 20 seconds? Because 20 seconds in a DMT trip is an insane amount of time. And it was these realizations that I had where it's like, okay, I want to be able to pull out information. I want to be able to center myself while I'm going through this chaotic experience and learning how to, um, I don't know, like, there's this thing I called the love bubble where, like, I would just project love, like self-love, and it would be like a force field while I'm in DMT space. And now this sounds crazy, right? But like, there are techniques that I developed while I was in this DMT experience, or going through these shamanic experiences, gaining knowledge and doing these things, because as much as people think that I think, because I talk a lot, I have a lot of ideas, I have all this deep shit. Most of the time, though, my mind is silent, bro. My mind is empty. I'm, like, empty-minded. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm I've learned how to silence my mind to the point where it's gotten to the point where most of the time I can just shut it off. So I'm not thinking all the time. I'm not in the mind all the time. I'm in the heart and soul. I'm in the love. I'm in the present moment. And it's like, it's taken work and practice. Like, I have a video I made a long time ago where I was like, what I've learned after, like, 6 years of meditation. And, like, I still do oming meditations. Well, I just started doing oming meditations again, and I don't know. It's just these realizations that I had where it's like, I'm circling back because it's like the meditations worked. The mental practices worked. The breath practices worked. These things worked. It's not like some mystical shit where it's like, no, it's like, no, these actually helped me develop a certain strength or certain control over my own mind. And it's like, as much deep shit that's in my mind, I can empty it where there's nothing. Which is why it's like, I can kind of understand where it's like, yeah, like, the thing is that, we don't know. Like, we think we know, but we don't know. As much as knowledge as we think we know, you always have to remember that you don't know. Because it's like, once you empty your mind, you begin to have this more childlike wonder towards the world, because you have the ability to suck in information like a sponge, because you're able to empty the mind. And it's like, I don't know. So it's like that technique mixed with this other technique called, that I called, what did I call it? Following the rabbit. Where it's like, if you close your eyes and you see a psychedelic visual, you just look at it, and then within the shape there should be more little visuals, and then you go deeper, and then within those shapes it's deeper, and you kind of learn how to go deeper within the thing when you follow the rabbit, and you can learn how to maneuver a little bit. um and it's like, I don't know, it's like these techniques helped me maneuver in the place, but then there's techniques that helped me maneuver better here, helped me learn how to balance, helped me learn how to, fully gain a true understanding of my mind and be like, okay, this is me, and I'm in this thing, and I have to learn how to control it. Like, the human body is like a machine that we're in. It's a vehicle. And it's like, most people don't know how to drive the vehicle because we have not been taught how to drive the vehicle because we don't know yet. But we're on our way to knowing. And it's like, what works for me might not work for you. And it's this thing where, like, we got to develop our own thing and figure out what works for us. But I don't know. This shit is just what worked for me, And, yeah. Just, I guess because I took it serious from the beginning. When I was like, I wanted to be a modern shaman, when I was like, whatever, that was the only reason I did psychedelics. Like, I wouldn't, like, I don't know, I wouldn't have done it if they didn't say DMT takes you to the land of the dead, or ayahuasca takes you to the land of the dead. Like, I wouldn't have done it. Because one of my first childhood trauma was my grandmother dying in the living room when I was 3. And, like, she died in a hospital bed in the living room, and I was 3, and, like, I remember. And it caused nightmares, and it was this thing. But it was like, I don't know. It's like this thing led me to this thing, and then I took it serious once I heard it, and then, yeah, here I am. But that's why I had to develop certain techniques, because it's like, I don't have a shaman, or I didn't have someone to learn from. No one told me about psychedelics necessarily. Like, I learned about it from just the internet and research and random coincidence. But yeah, but I don't know, I'm just probably gonna ramble on, so I appreciate y'all for watching.